All right, so let's start with the big story that we are tracking on WION, and this, of course, has to do with the low-intensity blast that took place near the Israeli embassy in the heart of the national capital in New Delhi. Now, remember, this low-intensity blast is now being treated as an incident of terror, and according to reports that are coming in, there was an envelope that was found from near the site of the blast, which had the name of the top Iranian military general, Qasem Soleimani, and also the top nuclear scientist Mohsen Fakhrizadeh. And remember, both these individuals were assassinated. One in Baghdad, that is, Qasem Soleimani was assassinated in Baghdad via a drone strike by the Americans last January. And later, there was also the assassination of the top nuclear scientist Mohsen Fakhrizadeh, who was assassinated just on the outskirts of Tehran. Now, according to the reports that are coming in, their names were scribbled on this envelope that was found outside of the Israeli embassy, and the envelope reportedly was even addressed to the Israeli ambassador. According to reports, the letter said that it is just a trailer, and that it also mentioned that the assassinations of Qasem Soleimani and Fakhrizadeh will be revenged. The reports say that the Israeli investigators will be coming to Delhi pretty soon to assess the Indian authorities in the investigation process. Meanwhile, according to sources, the Delhi police has also obtained some CCTV footage. Remember, the area where this blast has taken place is an extremely secure area that is constantly monitored by CCTV cameras. The Delhi police has not put out any CCTV footage yet, but they have got hold of the CCTV footage, and it shows a cab dropping two individuals who then walked near the spot, near the Israeli embassy, where the explosion later occurred. The Delhi police is also seeking details of all Iranian visitors to Delhi in the past 1 month. The blast took place near the Israeli embassy in New Delhi. No injuries have been reported. The blast was reported while the beating of retreat ceremony was underway in the national capital. Now, all that was damaged in this low-intensity blast is that the window panes of a couple of cars were broken in the explosion. There were multiple fire engines that were immediately rushed to the spot, and the Delhi police is also trying to ascertain as to what exactly was the explosive device that was used. The forensic teams have been called in, and they've ruled out the use of RDX, and they say that this is most likely ammonium nitrate that was used to carry out this low-intensity blast, which went off roughly at about 5 p.m. Indian Standard Time. And the Delhi police has also said that they have found several steel shrapnel near the blast site. Now, according to officials, Israel is treating the bomb blast near the embassy as an incident of terror. And also, WION Siddhant Sibal spoke to the Israeli ambassador in India, Ron Malka. The Israeli envoy said that the blast is being treated as an incident of terror by the Israelis. Listen to what was said.
So last 24 hours have been hectic in many senses. We have seen the blast near your mission in New Delhi. If you can tell us, to our viewers, the sequence of events, what exactly happened? How did you got to know about the incident? Where were you present when the incident happened?
Yesterday at 5 p.m., around 5 p.m., there was a blast, an explosion just outside the Israeli embassy in New Delhi. Once it happened, of course, we raised the alert of everyone. Fortunately, nobody was hurt. All the diplomats and their families are safe. And of course, we have our guidelines to these kinds of situations. And of course, we follow them as needed, and we are safe now.
So what kind of conversations you are having with your Indian counterparts? We know that both the foreign ministers have spoken to each other. We also know the fact that the investigation is being joined by the Israelis as well. Is it true, sir?
I would mention that yesterday, when this evil attack was conducted, we celebrated 29 years for the establishment of full diplomatic relations between Israel and India. Very fruitful and rewarding 29 years of diplomatic relations. So it might not be a coincidence. This is the collaboration between Israel and India is, I think, is a shining example for the world how two countries should collaborate and cooperate. So yes, yesterday the Minister of External Affairs, Dr. Jaishankar, called our Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Foreign Secretary called our DG, and the NSA called our NSA. So they know each other very well. We are on continuously basis. We work together, we share, we collaborate, we joint efforts in many aspects. And of course, also in this investigation, Israeli and Indian authorities, security agencies are working together, putting all the parts together, all the pieces, and building the puzzle to understand what happened here. And of course, we get full support and assistance for whatever we need.
The authorities here have said that they have found an envelope which hints at an Iranian connect with the mention of the killings in Iran. Do you think that Iran is responsible for the incident which has happened near the Israeli embassy here in Delhi?
The investigation is still in early stages, so it's too early to say who is standing behind this evil attack. Our assumption, yes, it is a terrorist attack that targeted the Israeli embassy, but it will take some more time to bring all the pieces together and to understand who is standing behind this attack. All the options are still on the table out there, and it will take some time and we'll know who it is. And of course, we also find those are responsible for this attack and we'll bring them to justice.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.